What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and in the last Dynasty video, we took on Alabama to kick off our season and ended up getting a bad loss, 34-14. Now, I don't know if I'd consider it a bad loss. I mean, Alabama was a whole lot better than us, just roster-wise, and we didn't play well at all. Our offensive line got beat up, our defensive line got beat up, and the scoreboard showed that. So we're 0-1, and it's not going to get any easier as we're taking a road trip up to Michigan to take on the Wolverines, the number 4 team in the country. You look at the roster, they are A across the board. I've done a little scouting on them, just kind of look at their roster, and they are just, loaded for bear. Now, they run a pro-style offense. Actually, I think it's maybe more of a West Coast offense and a 3-4 defense. But you look at their stats just after one game, they are just really good at pretty much everything. So it is an uphill battle, but maybe we could play better and sneak out, a couple of touchdowns here and there and maybe come out of there with the win. We'll see. Now, before we take on Michigan, I want to mention a couple of things. First of all, recruiting. Thankfully, that loss did not hurt us. We got 4 guys we're going after. Tackle Drew McCoy. We are in great shape here with this kid. We just don't know what he is into yet, but we're moving up his list. Outside linebacker Bruce Lucas, we're in good shape for him. About the same result, though, in terms of what we're trying to find pitch-wise. Tight end Scott Harwell, we're in good shape here. We're just kind of more or less in the second place with several other teams. And then cornerback Jared Lawson, going up his list. We just don't know what he's into, but it's very early in the season. So we're in good shape for all 4 guys that we are going after. One more thing before we head into the game, I just want to show you, I finally made the adjustments. I've been talking about it for the last few videos, but I just forget to make the adjustment. But CPU special teams, I've lowered it all down to 20%. These CPU kickers are just hitting 60-yarders like it's nothing. Even when I had it down to 35%, kickers and punters were just doing pretty much nothing wrong. Well, hopefully this will make it a little bit more realistic. We'll see. Now, we're going to find out real quick that Michigan has some good special teams kickers and punters, and we'll see how they react to that. I don't think Michigan, they never go with alternate uniforms other than they probably got like an alternate blue. Well, in this game they don't. They just got the default home, which is fine. So we're going to see a lot of navy blue today, or dark blue, or what is it, maize? Is the maize the yellow? Forgive me if I'm not a Michigan historian. I don't know what those colors, but it's the blue and yellow. Going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully I can just kind of keep my cool. I'm trying to keep my expectations low with this one because, again, Michigan is trying to compete for a national title. Now, it's been a little bit since I played in this stadium. It's always fun. I usually schedule them once, like every Dynasty. I'm trying to think if I played them when we were Arizona. I think we played them when we were Duke. Kind of cold, and the wind is absolutely crazy. Hopefully it's going vertical, not sideways. That's going to affect the passing for both teams, I would think. And here come the Michigan Wolverines. Good-looking uniforms. I'm not a big fan of Michigan, but I appreciate their history and what they've done. Reigning national champions in real life, Chad Henne, having a good season so far, just through one game. Did he play for Dallas Cowboys at one point? He didn't do much in the NFL. I maybe think of another Michigan quarterback. Either way, they're predicting Michigan to win as expected. Let's go to the coin toss. They want it, and they will get the ball first. So the wind is going north and south. I'm going to have it against me on this one. Let's check out how loaded this roster is. Starting off, Chad Henne, 97 overall quarterback. He's a pocket passer. We're going to go after him. Unfortunately, they have the best running back in the country, apparently. Mike Hart, he's a senior, 99 overall. And again, he's got the impact status. Just the worst case scenario you can go up against when it comes to a halfback like that. You go to fullback, just a solid blocker. I mean, a humongous individual for that position. Wide receiver, pretty good group, 91, 89, 84. Then there's a bit of a drop-off after that. They have an impact tight end, and they got a decent one behind him, and Butler. Looks like this kid right here actually could play a little tight end. But either way, good group of tight ends with an impact status on one of them. That still makes me believe they're going to run the ball quite a bit on us. Offensive line, 82, 84, 87, 89, and the best right tackle in the country. Look how big that dude is. Big Jake Long, if anybody remembers him from back in the day. You look at their defense now, they run a 3-4, so 85 and 93 on the edge. and a 92 up the middle with some really good backups behind them. So their front three is incredible. And this is the ideal type of 3-4 player, defensive tackle you're looking for. Somebody's just humongous, and he is. Linebacker, starting off an impact player, 89 overall. Then he got 84 and 78. So their middle linebackers aren't the greatest in the world, I mean, for their standards. And they got a left outside linebacker at 84. So their front seven is still, again, really solid. Corners, 87, 80, and kind of a drop-off after that. Even their number 2 guy's got 96 speed. That's really quick. Free safety, 84 overall, but he's got 96 speed. This is the type of full free safety I'd love to have. Just somebody who can just run around back there, try to tip passes and such. And they got a 91 overall strong safety with 87 speed. So they're just good across the board. Average kicker, 76 overall, and a pretty decent punter at 85. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm guessing that Mike Hart's on the right side. I'm going to try to kick it over here, and I didn't do a good job of that at all. And that's coming back over, but he's going to return it. Just a bad kick. Good tackle. I'm going to run a lot of man today. I'm just expecting them to run on us as much as they can. I don't blame them if they do. We'll do something like this. Go and play action out of the gate. Fumble. Oh, they got the ball right back. Oh, bad luck there. So a first down. They're going 4 wide on this one. I'm going to do a 1 high from here. I expect them to run a ton on us today. That's what I would do. Give it the 20. Go and play action again. And, oh, man. That ain't good. So 2 play actions out of the gate. This makes me want to do a little more zone blitz, and maybe we can get that quarterback a little bit better. They're going back to a bigger set. I'm expecting, I keep saying this every play, but I'm going to go back to man. I'm thinking a basic run here would fit well. It said they was going 1 wide receiver. Is that what it said? And it said they're going spread. Another pass play out of the gate. Wow. Just like that, they're fixing to score on 3 straight passes. Shows you what I know. We'll go, they're going 3 wide, supposedly. I'm going to go just cover 0. I think they got nothing but under center for me. Oh, I'm an idiot. No, they got gun spread. They're probably going to go off tackle here. Good job. Ow. CP always loves to go off tackle runs down there. 2nd and goal. I'm going to, do I have another cover 1 in here? We can do an outside linebacker fire. We can try that. I'm going to do something like this. We'll do an under front, and it didn't make a difference. Everybody got steamrolled on that one. So that was like the easiest drive ever. And their halfback only got 1 touch on that drive, and they didn't really need him to score. 6-0. We'll get on offense for the first time and see what we can do there. We looked at their roster. Their defense doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses. It just comes down to execution. Going to be kind of tough, especially if our offensive line gets pushed back a lot today. Let's see if McCutcheon can do something. Nope, good hit. I'm going to start off. I'm going to go power option. I don't know how much our outside game is going to work today. Just my center got destroyed on this one. Look at this. Just got pushed back. I saw a hole right there in the B gap, but the defensive tackle just made a good play. I wonder if I go wide, will they go to a bigger set themselves? My guess probably not. They'll go 3-4, and they're going to. Let's see if we can give it to Gardner. Maybe he can get a basic run off tackle. And I get about 5 yards there, not a whole lot. 3rd and 5. I may try triple. At least they're going man. I may just keep this and let my 2 best players handle it. Yep, not much up the middle. And, again, my offensive line just getting annihilated. My center gets blitzkrieged. So, I've thought about it. I almost did it, but I don't know how much feedback I get on it. I've thought about adding a couple shotgun formations to this playbook because our offensive line is just going to have a real hard time with it this year. Just to get away from our offensive line, just give them a break. It's a flag. Did we run into somebody? Hopefully that's maybe like a... Oh, you got to be kidding. Well, let's just... Now they got on the 33. So as bad a start as you can ask for, but what do you do? Keep playing. We'll do something like this. Oh, good spin move, and there he goes. We had him in the backfield, but he thought differently. I'm going to go with a 1 high from nickel. I'm going to blitz my nickel. I'm going to spread out this time. Go and pass. Intercept that or don't. I don't know what Stokes was doing, but he just kind of stood there. It seems pretty par for the course so far today. I'll go back to a 1 high just to see if they'll run again. I'm going to do this. They may go just basic run to the left. I wanted a weak side defensive end to help us out. Make a tackle somebody. There you go. So that makes it what? 2nd and 11? I'm going to try. I normally don't do this against a 4 wide set, but I'm going to do a zone blitz. I wonder if my corner can get through that. Oops, don't get off sides there. Play action. Oh, man. Almost, I thought I was going to get a sack with my defensive tackle. So it's 3rd and 8. I think they're going to throw it. We can try. I'm just taking a chance here. Now, they may just straight up run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass it. It's got all day to throw. Somebody get to him. Anybody. Anybody. And I just don't know what Carter was doing back there. He just kind of stood there. He just stood there. And just like that, they're up 2 touchdowns. My goal is to not make this an absolute blowout, but just no promises. I mean, it's obvious. Michigan's incredible, and we can't get anything going. Just it's talent's name of the game here. All right, let's see if we can pull out something on this drive. Maybe get a first down. That'd be nice. Let's see if Williams can get a block or two. Not terrible. We're on the 30. I'm going to try a triple from normal. They're going dime. I'm going to go over here. Oh, my left guard just gets annihilated on that play, but I'm going to get a first down with Jackson. I think I may go play action here. I switched up my audibles. You're not going to see much. They're going man, by the way. I switched up my audibles. I pretty much went deep ball, drop back. If I see man or see like that free safety come down, I may go into one of the audibles. These are like the 5 main formations that I call in this playbook. And we got a pretty much a go routes across the board. Now, again, we're not going to see much of that today because we're on the road and we're not going to be able to call any audibles. But either way, we'll see some of that in the future. Cover 0. Probably didn't need to go to Gardner. And he drops it. What do you do there? 2nd and 10. Let's do power option. Probably should have went to the receiver on that one. I'm going to go to the right. Look. And there goes Jackson out. Wow. So this has been the worst start you could ask for. My center gets destroyed again. I just don't have an answer for it unless I go shotgun. Again, I may just have to put some shotgun formations in this playbook going forward. I mean, there's just nothing I can do there. Oh, terrible. And then, again, I'm not going to throw an interception here. Let's just do off tackle and just move on. Especially with Jackson out. There's Ferguson. First time he's ever got a snap. I'm just going to hand the ball off. And nobody blocked. Not a single person. It just complete annihilation at this point. So we're going to punt it again. We're going to have more punts than first downs today, I'm afraid. They're going to get a good... Yeah, I forgot about that wind. But at least he won't return it for an easy touchdown. So what do you do? I'm going to go cover 3 from 4-2-5. So Carlton's out for the game. So that definitely means we're not going to win today. No chance there. That went out the window right there. Just tackle him. Tackle him. 1st and 10. Well, we'll go to a cover 1. Do something like this. Don't run to the left. They may go like counter or something. Nope, they're going to pass it. Intercept that. Or don't. What do you do? They're playing perfect football. So let's get back on offense and, I don't know, try to get another first down maybe. Maybe get past midfield. But I mentioned this in the first video, in the previous one. I got to schedule tougher teams. I don't want to get just chastised for having weak schedules. You got to play tougher teams, and that's what we're doing here. So you just got to bite the bullet, especially when nothing's going your way. Not even that first fumble. They got it right back. It piles on you. Let that one go. So I'm not going to take a red shirt off one of those faster quarterbacks that we got. What's the point in that? I'm going to do a double ISO. We're just going to eat it. Again, there's just no point in me trying to burn a red shirt on somebody just for one game. So Jackson's only going to be out for one. Just nobody blocks. Just nothing. Nobody blocks. Nobody blocks. We can try tight. So my entire option game is out for the rest of the day. And they run 3-4. Which means it's going to be hard to get to the outside. Just nothing, nowhere to go. Just nothing. Can't even get a yard. We're going up against a team that's probably going to compete for a national championship. They're looking like it now. End of the first quarter, thank the Lord, only 3 more to go. I'll try to get through this as best I can. It's not going to look pretty. I'm going to let Ferguson make a throw here. Might as well. We got nothing to lose at this point. Terrible throw. That was awful. He threw it 5 yards ahead of him easily. Just terrible. Guess what? Another punt. Have we got past midfield yet today? I don't think we have. We may have at one point today. Not a very good kick. This is going to go for a touchdown, I'm afraid. He's going to fair catch it, thankfully. We kicked on the other side of the field. So they're going 4 wide here. 5 is them. Well, it doesn't matter what they do. They're going to get their points. I'd like to see us get lucky like on a turnover or something, but it's just not happening. Look at that. What are we? We're playing so terrible. Wait, how many plays have we had like this? Where he just goofs on it. You sit there and take it. You know, nothing I can do about plays like that. I can't control every defender. And their quarterback's playing perfect football. You know, that's just how it's going today. And just, is anybody going to make a tackle? On another first down. But this is one of the reasons why we play 06. This would not have happened in 07. I would have been beating them by 20 with that dumb momentum meter they have. Just going up against a better team. Thankfully, this isn't a conference game. Good tackle by Hickman. Let's go with the cover 2 man. Oh, I hate games like this. It's so hard to watch. Like, you literally can do nothing, especially with your quarterback out. And make a tackle somebody. First positive play by Carter today. 3rd and goal on the 5. They're going goal line. I guess I'll go goal line myself. I'm going to spread out. It wouldn't shock me if they threw the ball. Motioning their tight end. Going with the toss play, and just everybody just kind of stood there. Good job. And we're down 4 touchdowns. Going to get beat by 70. It's just going to be a massacre, but again, just nothing has gone well. Not a single thing. Everything's just kind of stacking against you. But you got to get through them. I wish I had the mentality, and somebody may make a comment on this. I wish I had the mentality where I would be okay to simulate games. You can get through dynasties quicker that way. I just struggle to do that. I just don't want to leave all that stuff to random chance by the game. I kind of get it for playing like MLB The Show where you got 162 games ahead of you, but I just can't do it. So I want to go up the gut. The problem is that there's nothing open up the middle. We'll go over here, get a block somebody, just enough there. Hey, we got a first down. Good play there. I'm going to go splits. Not do. We'll go triple. I'm just going to, I mean, of course, we can't really run true option with this quarterback, but we can at least pitch it. I think I may go to the right. Got to do it like this if it'll do it. There we go. Just nothing up the middle. My guard just got annihilated. Look how, get another first down. So I may try play action here. If Ferguson can make the throw and if he's got time to throw it. Man again. We'll probably go to one of the receivers this time. Cover 1. Good throw. Going to pick up 6 or 7. We can try power out of tight. Now they're going 5-2. Can my tight ends get a block? I'm going to let Gardner handle this. Just nobody block. Just nobody. Just nowhere to go. So, what do you call? I'm going to do like a halfback option. They're going nickel, which surprises me. And they're pinching in. I'm going to go to the left, just let Gardner handle it again. What was that? What happened there? What happened? What happened here? Like, did he just not hand the ball off to him? That's a glitch. What happened? Why today do you just do stupid stuff like this? Makes no sense. I've never seen that happen before, but it happened today because everything bad happens today. Oh, just frustrating. So guess what? We're going to punt it. I may just run clock the rest of this game. I'm sorry, this video is going to be very boring to people, but I'm just trying to get out of here. I mean, I don't want to get beat by 80. And if I keep giving the ball quickly enough, if they're going to score quickly enough, it's going to get really, really bad. It's already bad as is. So I'm just going to just run clock the rest of the game if I can. And this is a terrible punt. At least he can't return it, but just, again, when it rains, it pours. Let's go cover 1 out of 4-2-5. I guess it was a mistake to schedule these behemoths of teams out of the gate, but again, I don't want to have a pansy schedule. Just not worth it. They're going 4 wide here. I'm going to try quarters from nickel. I need to get a thumbnail. We haven't had a positive play all day, so I don't know what the... I'll get one eventually. Oh, you got to be kidding. Great player. 3rd and 8. I wonder if I can get a good thumbnail off that tackle. Not that one. This could be a good one, maybe. Maybe not. It's a bad angle. all around. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to try to go after this guy. Maybe we can force a punt. They got their tight end out there. They're running clock as well. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Taking their sweet time. Just make a play. Good job, Carter. Keeping it from being too embarrassing. So we're going to force the punt. I may get a thumbnail on that one. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to get one because offensively, we're just not making big plays in general. We'll do something like this, maybe. That would be a pretty good one. If I can get something like that. Let's go ahead and get that one while I'm here. Give me a second. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to, dang it. I'll have to get that one later. I'm going to have to get something else really quick. Let's go. There we go. I had to switch that one up. I forgot I've been capturing playbook stuff. I've been capturing NCAA Football 11 playbooks, and I got my capture screen area in a certain spot where I can just capture the plays. I know that doesn't mean anything on your end. You didn't see what happened, but either way, I got the screenshot that I needed, I guess. And we got another player hurt. Why not? 1st and 10. I can't. Let's go power. I'd love to go down the field and try to score, but I think it's pretty obvious that it's going to be wishful thinking. But get a first down there with Gardner. I may try triple. If they go man, I can pitch to him quick, but they're going dime. So we can't do much on the outside. And they're double teaming the X receiver. Just nothing up the middle. That could have been seriously terrible. Again, my left side just got blitzkrieged. My center, again, got destroyed. I may just run power again. Do something like this. Just, I'm sorry that I'm not running anything exotic right now, but I'm so limited at this point. It is what it is. We'll go halfback option. It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball right around midfield. I can't go right. I just can't. And I want to make sure Gardner gets at least a touch on this one. And I'm letting this clock roll. Just get a block right. Just didn't get the block in. Just stay in. There we go. Just enough to get the first. Now I can call a timeout. Maybe we can sneak in a score here. I'm trying to think how to do that. What's the best way to do it? I'm going to do the flip. I'm going to go back to power. We may just run until we can get close enough for a field goal. Because I don't trust Ferguson to make a throw. So from here, I'm going to run to the right. Good block there. Get out of bounds now in the 12 seconds. I'm going to try. I'm going to try play action. Oh, man, I don't know if I should do this or not. They're going zone at least. Maybe I can sneak it in over there to Williams. Cover 2. Or don't. Just somebody came through. My right guard. It was my right tackle. Just whiffed it. 8 seconds, 3rd and 9. I'm going to go Hail Mary. We may have 2 Hail Marys here. We'll see. This is the first time you've seen us in the shotgun all Dynasty. Can we make a play, somebody? Nope. So we got 3 seconds. I'll probably call the same thing. So Gardner's out. That's the reason why I called this play, was to get him in there so I can throw to. Okay, there he is. That's fixing to say. We'll do this again. Make a play, somebody. Oh, well. So we're down 4 scores. Just not a lot going on here. Just a typical bludgeon. I'm not even going to look at the stats. There's no point. There's nothing to see. Nobody's done anything today. So let's just get back on offense and get through this. Oh, it's been terrible. But, oh well. Let's see if we can get something going here. I may have to put in our... See, we really don't have a second string still. We kind of do, kind of, sort of. I don't know. We actually haven't got the test that this year. I'm going to go split. Can our fullback make a play here? My B-back, I don't know. He fumbles it a lot. I'm trying to see if we can just kind of get up the gut a little bit. Nothing. I mean, it just... You got nowhere to go. So that makes it what? 2nd and 9? We'll go halfback option. And again, I'm going to run some clock. So I'm seriously, again, I'm thinking about adding in a couple of shotgun formations. I know that may be sacrilegious to this playbook, but our offensive line is going to struggle against our own conference. And I'm just trying to help out my team. The best way to help out a bad offensive line is to just run away from them. Stay away from them as best you can, and being 5 yards away from them helps with that. So that's just something for me to think about. Let's go back and run basic power here. Clock is stopped, so I'll go ahead and snap it. Just face mask. Man, they didn't call it. Of course not. I'm going to try triple. If they can go man, maybe I can pitch it off to Gardner just in time. We'll see. I'm just trying to think of a home run type of run play. And this can be it if the pitch is good and if the blocking's good. Now, nothing has been good up the middle. Like, they've been shutting that down like there's no hole at all. See, hardly nothing there. And there we go. Nothing up the middle. It got plugged up. Just it's been like this all game. That's why you haven't seen me hand the ball off to McDaniel any. It'll just get shut down. So it's 3rd and 1,000,000. I'll just go back here and we'll run power and just hand the ball or give a ball right back to them. Now they got their impact guy on that side. I'm going to run to the left again because of that. Again, I hate videos like this, but this is the only way where I can avoid getting beat by 60 or 70 points. I'm just trying to run clock and get out of here and not make it look so bad. Get a block somebody, get the outside, just something. We barely have 3 yards. Their defense is so incredible. I can't wait till I can get some talent like that, but I got to keep it realistic. I can't just bring in 4 and 5 stars from anywhere to this program until we get to a bigger conference, even if we can get there. I'm kind of stretching it as is, going after 4-star in-state kids, which still normally wouldn't come here. Great field position, but again, I don't want to give up an easy touchdown. We'll go cover 1. And hope for the best. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll fumble it or something. Michigan lines up in a double tight set. They'll give it off here. Make it somebody do something. Anybody. Like, my defensive players are just standing around. Look at pace right here. It's all kinds of terrible. Whatever. Let's call the same thing. My best defender just sitting there doing nothing. Let's see how many plays it's going to take for them to score on this one. Their left guard put me in my place. Look at that. That entire offensive line just shoved us around on that one. We'll call another something. Don't think it really matters. First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Let's do something like this just in case. I'm afraid they may go counter and really wreck us on the right side. But they're going to pass it. Good defense. Grant got a hand on it. And it's 2nd and 10. I'm going to go. Let's go cover 2 from 4-2-5. And this is the last time I'm running a 4-2-5 defense in this game. I just don't like it. A lot of the plays just aren't all that great. I could update them with the playbook editor. I just don't like the way a lot of my players are positioned. I just don't know why they've set up like that. I wish they were closer to their defender or the player they're supposed to defend. This game it's designed a whole lot better with a 4-3 in mind, which is always my favorite defense anyways. So I'm definitely going to change that up next team I take over, whatever that's going to work out. Oh, that offensive right tackle just wrecked me, and thank the Lord he dropped that. So look at me over here on the right side. I thought I made a great move on All-American Jake Long, and then he's like, nope. That's actually, well, I was about to say that was going to be a good thumbnail, but I have to accentuate the positive on my thumbnails. I can't show the other team, otherwise people would think I just lost. I learned that lesson long ago. So we're going to hold to a field goal. I mean, that's the best job our defense has done today, I guess. And their kicker had another 30 yards on that one. And we still got that thing down to 20% across the board, those sliders. And that didn't affect anything there. But they got a pretty decent kicker. He's, what, like 85 overall? Or no, maybe that was the punter. So back to offense we go, and just more, I don't know, just going through the motions. Let's try BB screen. I haven't called this in forever. For going zone, hopefully our offensive line can just, kind of hold their own here. Ooh, that was all-time terrible. Perfect defense. Nobody blocked that blitzer coming through. I don't know what my receiver's doing, except he just stood there. So that's a terrible play design. Good job, Al. 2nd and 14. If I can find it, I'm just going to probably go, let's go do tackle. And of course, they flip their linebacker when I want to go to the left. Of course. So I'm going to go to the right. We're going to run some clock. We got Michigan State coming up. That's going to be just another nightmare of a game, I'm afraid. Nobody blocked on that one. And a fumble, and I juked, probably the reason why. That sums up the game. Burnt. Just more embarrassment. We'll go back to power and just hand the ball off and just go punt it again. I hate to wave the white flag so early, but I mean it should be obvious what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to get out of here with my head held high as best I can. So they're spreading out their line on a 5-2. I'd love to go up the middle, but I guarantee you that All-American defensive tackle is going to shut down both A gaps. Like, I can forcefully move right here, and look at that. Just nowhere to go. Again, my right guard got annihilated. My center can't get a push. Just nothing. And guess what? We're going to punt again. That's just what we're going to do today. Oh, so bad. Just got to get out of here as best we can. Get a fair catch. And he ain't fair catching that thing. Why didn't you fair catch that? Why didn't you fumble it? That would have been nice. Just to show that the game kind of cares about me. Let's go one high. Like, is anything going right today? I'm like, all the turnovers have gone their way. Just everything's gone their way. Just embarrassing. I'm sorry I can't play any better, but it just, when you're hamstrung like we are, look at this. Look at that. But again, this is why we play 06. It's at least it gives you a challenge, especially when you got crap going like that. Let's try one high from nickel. All right, we're batting over with. We've got one more quarter. I'll try to get through as best I can. What I am going to do, I'm going to do mass subs. I don't know. We'll see what our substitutions look like. Front line looks okay. Linebacker, it's tough. Every bit of that just looked kind of rough, but I think it's doable. They put in their backup. That wasn't hard. What about our 4-2-5? Let's see here. It's not terrible. Just good throw there. Almost get the first. And they're going goal line. We'll We'll go man lock on that one. We'll do something like this. Please don't go with that wide receiver around play. Nope, fullback dive and just a gaping hole on the right side. Maybe they'll start running more clock again. He's wide open on the left side. That's an easy touchdown. I don't know where my linebacker was, but he was nowhere to be found. He got caught up on the play action. Oh, well. 37-0. Fixed to be 38. Going to start off the season 0-2. And I wanted to schedule one of these teams, and I mentioned this in the preseason video. I wanted to schedule one of those teams at the end of the season, but the game is going to force me to play 12 games on the schedule, and I didn't want to do that. While every other team is going 11. Just didn't seem fair. Terrible kick, but let's see if Rich can do something here. Oh, man. Not a bad little return. I don't know who we have. I'm going to go... Let's do triple. So, like, I really want to go up the gut here. I wonder if they can handle it. And we're going to get offsides. Hey, our first positive play on offense all game. It was an offsides by Michigan. Let's try that again. They're going man, but they're going nickel. So that corner's just going to sit there on the edge. Now I may just go to the right. Nothing up the middle. Just somebody came through and almost got the tackle in the backfield. Defensive tackle again. Golly. We got a first down. 1st and 10. We can try. I'm going to do double ISO. Will that help us against a 3-4? I'm guessing not. We're going to run some clock. So again, I think I'm going to switch. I'll go ahead and show you. So you go to my Audible. Let's go to Audibles. So my formations, these are the 2 formations I never use. I just don't have much use for them wide and tight, especially when I got Wishbone that can kind of do the same thing. I'm thinking about replacing this one and this one with the two-back gun sets where I can still run triple from the shotgun. Again, just to kind of stay away from our just very young and below average offensive line. So I think I'm going to make that. I know some people may not like that. They want me to stay true to the flex bone and wishbone, but you got to do what's best for your team. And right now, just beating our head against the wall. Somehow he broke that tackle. But beating your head against the wall, running the same thing, and it's not working. It doesn't fit our offensive line this year. It just depends on who we're going up against. We'll eventually go up against some teams that have some weak defensive lines, especially in our conference. Let's go to the right. I'd love to see us get like some points. This is our first time past midfield all game, isn't it? Or did we? I think we had an opportunity right before the half, and of course we didn't get anything going, and still couldn't get a first down. Look, gaping hole up the left, but that defensive tackle just shed that block like it was nothing. So that makes it what? 3rd and inches. I'm going to go lead. They may go goal line on us. Nope, 5-2. I'm going to run to the right. Let's see if Rich can handle it. Rich, if you remember, he is our athlete turned A-back. He's got like 91 speed. He's a big old dude. Just get a first down. Attaboy. I think I may go wide, and we may go power. Now they're going dime. Like, I'd love to go up the gut, but their front four has been killer. And they're using that outside linebacker sub package out of dime. Got their 2 outside linebackers at defensive end. We'll run some more clock. I'd love to run the rest of this out. If I can get a couple of first downs, I may be able to. If we can get a block or two, good block there. Just new whale, just couldn't get anything going there. We may go back here and try a halfback option. Now they're going 5-2. They've thrown everything at us. Everything but 4-3, it seems like they've called something from. I got to go to the right because of this defensive end. I think he'll just come right on through because his tackle is going to have to defend that defensive tackle. So we'll go to the right and hope for the best. Get a block right there. Just get up the field. He's so slow. Look how slow Newell felt right there. 3rd and 2. Looked like he was just couldn't go any further. We held hard to under 100 yards. But that scoreboard says differently. Just a complete domination on their part. They just could do no wrong. Again, I'm just trying to run some clock, just get us out of here. If I can get a first down here, we may try something to get a touchdown. Just nothing there. 4th and 1. If I go wide, if I call that same thing, will they go back to goal line or going goal line? Kind of expected that. I don't trust them to do much anything else. I'm going to go to the left. Might as well. Just run it and see what happens. This is going to be a very short video. I'm just 46 minutes in. Go, Allen. Go, Allen. First down. So we can call a timeout. Maybe we can score a touchdown before this thing ends. I'm going to go offensive line. I'm going to go halfback tackle. They keep going 5-2 on this, which actually I don't mind compared to them trying to go like 3-5. Just nobody blocked on that one. I may try. I probably should have called a timeout. That's okay. I'm not going to kick a field goal. That'd be kind of goofy. So this is the last play of the game. Looks like they're at least going cover 1. Make a play. Oh, good job, Ferguson. Good job, Long. But we scored the last second. Hilarious. At least we got on the scoreboard. Little corner out. Just a good throw by Ferguson. Right where it needed to be. We had good protection, too. Now, this could be a good thumbnail for us. If I can get it. We'll do something not right up his pants there, but let's go something like this. I got to go. Let's see if I can do this correctly. We'll do something like that. All right. Are they going to let us kick an extra point? Looks like they're going to. 38-7. Hopefully we can get this one in and then we'll finish this thing out. So we only got beat by 31. I about missed the extra point. So really no different, I guess, than the Alabama game. But again, a loss is a loss and you don't want them. Let's speed this up. Yep, not much going on the campus challenge front. So 128 to their 271. We barely got over 100 yards rushing, and our passing game was just, non-existent. Terrible on 3rd down. They were great on 3rd down. Not a single turnover, but there were several fumbles. We had majority of them. Go to individual stats. Jackson got hurt early. Thankfully, it was nothing serious, and we wasn't going to win anyways, even if he was going to play. But Ferguson went 4 for 7. I'm trying to think what those completions were. I can't even remember him completing 3 other ones. I'll have to think about that. That's really weird. Why can't I don't remember us completing anything else. Either way, 4 for 7 for 15 yards. Grand total. Oh, I think we had a screen in there as well. That's right. Either way, running the ball, Allen led in yards. Attempts was Gardner. He just had a rough day. Everybody did. The whole team had a rough day. Receiving, 4 different guys got to catch the ball, but you look at the yardage, -6, 17, -4, and 8. Woof. Defensively, pretty much Stokes, Carter, and Hickman made all the tackles. 4 apiece. Had a few tackles for loss. Not a single sack and no interceptions. So let's get out of here. Hopefully this doesn't hurt our recruiting. It ain't going to help. But I'm going to go and sim the week. So again, I think I'm going to put in maybe a couple of those shotgun formations just to help out my offensive line a little bit, while we can still run some option back there, because we're just really young. I don't have a lot of options at guard. We've talked, and I can show you since I got a little bit of time in this video, but we got Michigan State coming up. Let's go look at the top 25 for the week. Michigan won, Florida State, UCLA, Ohio State. Then you got Virginia, Auburn, Texas A&M over Miami, Iowa won. Then you got South Carolina, Texas, Texas Tech, LSU. Then you have Florida, Arizona State, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Cal. I didn't really see any upsets there. Let's go to recruiting. Let's see what the damage is. We didn't move much for the tackle. The good news is we're right at the #1 spot with Tennessee. We just need to figure out a positive pitch. Next up, outside linebacker Bruce Lucas. We're in the 2nd place at the moment, and we're slowly starting to figure out what he's not into at least. And our other 2 guys, tight end, we're in good shape here. Looks like it's a 2nd place tie with 6 other teams, but we're still in okay shape there. And then last but not least, Jared Dawson, we're moving up his list. Looks like we're going up against Tennessee for several of these players. Sports Illustrated. Top 25, you got USC, Oklahoma, Florida State, Michigan, Ohio State, Tennessee, so on and so forth. Heisman Watch. Gardner is still in 2nd place, and he hasn't done anything through 2 games. So that's still pretty cool that they got him there. Maybe the game understands, hey, we're going up against some incredible teams, and it just, it is what it is. But there's the rest of the top 5 for that trophy. Players of the week. Nationally, Xavier Lee, quarterback for Florida State and outside linebacker for Wisconsin. What about the MAC? I don't know if we'd have anybody on here. Bowling Green, halfback, had a really good game. And Miami of Ohio, outside linebacker, had a really good game. Conference standings. Again, I don't think anybody's playing anybody yet, but we can look at our team info screen. No injuries, nothing serious, even though we've had 3 minor injuries. Jackson hasn't got to do anything. Nobody's got to do anything. So I don't know if it's really worth looking at any of this, because we've played 2 really good teams and can't really muster up anything on them. But Carter is our leading tackle, which actually surprises me. He's our #1 corner now. He's not in the slot or at the nickel. Yeah, he's still leading in tackles. I prefer to have a linebacker maybe leading tackles, but looks like that's not going to happen anytime soon. Let's go to the Big Ten. We have Michigan State coming up. They got a tackle that's out. Their starting quarterback is playing perfect football, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. Looks like they got a running back putting up okay numbers. And they got a wide receiver putting up 128 yards a game. And a bunch of random dudes on defense. And that's who we got next. But I just want to briefly talk about my offensive line situation before we go. So at tackle, we're, Anderson, Shep. I think Shep's actually doing, not Shep. Anderson, I actually think he's doing okay for as small as he is. The reason why he's doing okay, his strength is up there pretty good, and his run block, I think, is the best on the team. I think it's an 87. He's right there with this true freshman, Jason Johnson. It's the guard situation that's the problem. Brewster's playing right guard. He's by far our best one. And I have Jesse Jones as a starter because his strength is right up there with any of them, and his run block is really good at 89. Like, he's our best pure blocker at guard, and he's got the size for it. He's just really young, and he's just getting pushed around. But again, I'm trying not to judge too harshly because, again, we're going up against some really good teams. But we just got some young pups out here. We got one guy who's starting. He's just a junior, and the other one's a freshman. We got a sophomore starting at center, and at tackle, we got a senior and a sophomore. So we got one senior, the rest are a bunch of young guys. So it is what it is. It's just a transition year for that group. Now, I feel like we got some good young guys waiting in the wings. It's just going to, take a couple years for them to develop. So we got Michigan State coming up. That's what we got next. It's a home game, which is going to be cool. I'd like to see us keep it kind of competitive. I just don't know if that's going to happen. You look at their defense. They apparently got the best defense in the country at the moment. Their offense seems to be ho-hum, but the key here is they got a lot of talent. Looks like they got the same amount of talent as Alabama, but hopefully we can muster up something and make it look at least respectable. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.